Mount Fuji. It's not only the symbol of Japan, it's the soul of Japan. The presence of this sacred mountain is simply unbelievable to experience in person. So I will bring you with me today around this magical place. Let's begin. So good morning guys from Mount Fuji. I have to say today I feel much better and I'm really happy to be here. And so because I couldn't rent the motorbike, I'm thinking maybe I should rent a bicycle. Ride with Gabi. He's still riding, right? So one day 2000 yen is not bad actually, huh? Sports bike 3000, electric assist 4000. I think I'll go for the 2000.
This is both, right?
So the regular one is not available. They only have the sports for 3000 and the electric one assistant, something like that, for 4000. So even they put a sign there is some snow. Be careful because it's very icy. This is all ice. So man, it's so good I didn't come with a motorbike. Everywhere I can see it. So off I go with the bicycle around Lake Kawaguchiko. Today, even though there is a blue sky and a little bit of sun, you still cannot see Mount Fuji. It's hidden in the clouds. So I'm doing the whole lap of the Kawaguchi Lake, which is approximately 20 kilometers, and you're supposed to have a beautiful view of Mount Fuji all the way. But unfortunately today, yeah, it's a bit cloudy. You can see the base of Mount Fuji, but you cannot really see the mountain, the volcano. I hope maybe in the afternoon or tomorrow will be a bit more clear. But it's very fascinating because there is something about this mountain, even when it's hiding. You can feel its presence even though you cannot see it. It's a very interesting experience. So where we are, this town is called Kawaguchiko and this lake is Lake Kawaguchi. It's one of the most famous area around Mount Fuji and is part of the Fuji 5 lakes region. So in addition to Kawaguchi, there are 4 more lakes. This area is very peaceful. It's a great escape from a crazy city like Tokyo, for example, and it's a great mix of natural beauty, spiritual energy, and also experiencing the Japanese traditional living, because we are outside of the big cities and the people are very different, the culture is very different, and the way of living is completely different from the big cities of Japan. Man, it's so good to have your own transportation, you know. For me, I really need to have my own space, my own time, my own freedom. Motorbike, e-scooter or bicycle, doesn't really matter, car. Just the feeling of moving at your own pace, to go wherever you want, to stop whenever you want. I love that. And you don't have it with buses or trains or public transportation. I have to be honest guys, at the beginning I didn't understand why people were so excited about Japan. Everybody was crazy about Japan and I would watch some videos and I'm like, yeah, it's nice, but nothing to be completely like crazy obsessed about. But now I'm starting to understand it. It's like the vibe here, it's the little details. And the vibe is very hard to convey in a video, and the small things as well are very hard. Yeah, you can show them in the video, but you need to be here and experience it and feel it and see it to really understand how special Japan is. I mean, I've been here only a couple of days, so I'm very new here. But already in this couple of days, I can tell you that is you need to be here to really appreciate Japan. It's time for a barista black coffee. It's so nice to have a warm drink now. The more time I spend here, the less I feel like I need to do anything. Just relax, breathe, notice, and just absorb the incredible nature around me. That's the beauty of Mount Fuji and the surrounding area. There are some places that make you want to talk, and others, like this one for example, that make you want to listen. And it was wonderful to ride around and just listen to this incredible silence. But of course, if you're also trying to make a YouTube video, that's not the best thing because it's quite boring, I can imagine. But this is the essence of this video, I guess. It's not entertaining, it's not fast-paced, it's not full of action, because Mount Fuji in this area is not like that. It's actually a very chill, very quiet, very contemplative place. And if you're planning to come here, this is a great place to like unwind, relax, and reconnect to a very clean and very beautiful energy. So this should be one of the original shrine of Mount Fuji. Man, what a beautiful shrine. And what I really loved is that it was quiet, like not so many people, so it was a great place to contemplate, to be in silence, which is very rare nowadays in Asia. Now, this is just the start of my Japan trip, and it is amazing because that's what I really like, these kind of places. But in just a few days I will be completely hit and shocked by the mass tourism of Japan, the chaos, the busyness. So it's great that I started the trip in this way because later on it's gonna get intense. So I'm trying to go up to the Kawaguchiko park, which is on this hill overlooking the lake. To go up to this park, and there is also a shrine. Most people take the ropeway, but there is a pretty big line, and I checked some reviews and some people say the hike up to the park is beautiful, so you should consider doing it, and that's why I'm doing it. Oh my god. Yeah, I didn't realize that the whole hike is gonna be like full of snow because they didn't clear it here. And I'm doing it with my amazing Converse All-Star. Perfect. But it's good to have a little bit of adventure. I need it. Otherwise the ropeway is boring. And you have to pay money and you have to stand in line and you're like jam-packed inside the cable car. When I'm 60 years old or 70 or 80 years old, I will take the ropeway. Now I'm still 36, 37 this year. So I can still hike, and I will definitely hike. So many times in our life, especially when we are young, we give for granted our age. We give for granted our health. We give for granted our body, our energy, our strength. We take for granted, not we give for granted. Man, my English is getting so worst. I don't know what is happening. But we have to remember that we are gonna get old. And at 70, 80, 90, we are not gonna be able to hike anymore. We're not gonna be able to ride a motorbike anymore. We're not gonna be able to do those adventures that we want to do it now, travel around the world, go to remote places. So we need to remember that we need to do it until we have a great health, great energy, and that our body supports us. Oh my god, what a view. On top of the hill, still no sign of Mount Fuji. I can feel his presence, but he's still not showing up. What I can see, it's a beautiful view of the lake and a bunch of tourists waiting in line to get the cable car to go down. Man, to go down is very dangerous. Extremely slippery. So I made my way back to the town of Kawaguchiko, and the day after was the day that I've been waiting for. The day that Mount Fuji revealed itself. Guys, it's the morning after. I just came out of the hotel and today is super clear. There's like a blue sky, and right in front of me, man, There is Mount Fuji. As soon as I came out of the hotel, I just saw it right in front of me. I was like, whoa, what is this? Unbelievable, man. Mount Fuji is seen by many people and many tourists as a beautiful volcano in Japan. The last eruption of Fuji was in 1707, so it's been quiet for a while. But in Shinto religion, which is the religion here in Japan, Fuji is not just a mountain or a volcano, but it's a sacred being. Let's move to another location and we'll continue this conversation. And now I can see the huge amount of tourism, and also most of the trains are fully booked, almost all sold out. I'm taking a train to go to Shimoyoshida station because there is the Chureito Pagoda and should be beautiful, and also an amazing view of Mount Fuji. I heard it's gonna be super touristic, but I still wanna go there. So let's continue our conversation about Shinto religion and Japanese culture. Shinto is a very interesting religion because it's an indigenous spiritual belief system of Japan, and it emphasizes purity, harmony with nature, gratitude, and respect for the ancestors. And it often blends with the Buddhism in Japan. Even hiking Mount Fuji, which is a very popular thing to do, keep in mind that you can only do it in July, August, and September. Many people do it for sport or for fun or just as a once-in-a-lifetime experience, which there is nothing wrong. But in the Shinto tradition, it's actually a very powerful and very spiritual and very sacred experience to hike Mount Fuji. They consider Mount Fuji not only a landmark, but actually a teacher. And it's not just a place to hike or to conquer, but a place to respect. It is seen as a symbol of purity, beauty, and transcendence. And I feel so grateful and so blessed to be here today, to witness the presence and to absorb the energy. Everybody's exhausted from the hike. I mean, it's short, it's not long, but it's very steep. Man, it's so beautiful here. Now I understand why there are so many tourists. And here I made it to the Chureito Pagoda, the place where everybody wants to come to take the famous picture of Mount Fuji with the red pagoda. Honestly, it's really beautiful. The whole atmosphere is just incredible. But also the amount of tourists and crowds, it's definitely overwhelming. There are a lot of people here, so I just make a quick video. I took a couple of pictures and then I moved on to a much quieter location nearby, which was super nice. So guys, I decided to get off at the Fuji station, which is 1 or 2 stations after Kawaguchi station, because there is a shrine at the base here on Mount Fuji, so I want to check it out. But it's interesting because all the tourists, they go to the same places, and for example already here it's very quiet, you know, even though you got the same vibe and you have an amazing view of Mount Fuji, and we are still in a touristic location, but it's funny how all the tourists, they just go to the same spot. So if you come here, I recommend you just to explore around, maybe get off some other train station, and you will see the huge difference. Man, it's really interesting. Like in Kawaguchi station, like hundreds if not thousands of tourists, bus, minivan, taxi, everybody's super busy. And this station, Fuji station, completely quiet. And this road, it just feels like you just walk straight into Mount Fuji. It's incredible. Wow. Oh my God. Being in the proximity of Mount Fuji, without people, without tourists, just me and nature, I can feel my soul like recharging, celebrating, dancing, vibrating at a higher frequency. I can feel it, it's just so powerful. And this place is